Right, Brakathiya Howell, Brakathiya Shai, Brakathiya Howell, Brakathiya Shai, Brakathiya Howell, Brakathiya Howell, Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Mills on True Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there, you Akim, Dazudakim, that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. I'm the priest Shaman. This week topic we're going to be going into shadow banning and the DuckDuckGo. So DuckDuckGo acts as like a search engine where all the things that have been shadow banned. So what's shadow banning? Shadow banning is like if you were to go to YouTube right now and let's say you want to know about the moon landing being a hoax, right? If you search it in YouTube, videos regarding that topic will not pop up in the results, in your search results, right? Now there's a way to circumvent that, and that's DuckDuckGo. So DuckDuck go, and I'm gonna show you how that works, and I'm gonna give you an example of it. And what is the benefits of having DuckDuckGo? So you click it, right? And when you are, all right, so for example, there's many scientific myths that are deemed scientific facts in this society that contradicts the scripture. Years ago, I did a show on heliocentric versus geocentric universe, proving pretty much that, look, according to the Bible, the Earth is not spinning and moving around the sun. That's just fucking insane. But that's the common belief right now, that the Earth is spinning, and not only is it spinning on its axis, it's spinning around the sun, right? And millions of miles of power, but here it is. The book of Psalms tells us, like, look, the earth doesn't move, right? And then you go into the book of Ezra, it tells us that the first book of Ezra, around the fourth chapter, is telling us that the sun is hasty. That's the sun is the one that's doing the moving. And even when you go into Genesis, it tells you that the earth was created first, right? So the earth is the center of the universe. But Esau teaches that the sun is the center of the universe. Now, let's say you're debating with an Edomite and you give him the scriptures to prove that, he might not, or debating with anybody, and they might, somebody that's grounded in this world, they might have went to school and all that, and so they're like, no, but look, there you have scientists out there that believe in the Bible and have scientific evidence to back the scriptures up that we might not know offhand. All right, so so let's type that in, right? Let's type this in. Earth doesn't spin, right? Earth doesn't spin. I'm gonna look, if you go to videos, right? You'll see different videos here, that see some from Facebook, and there was this one experiment that I watched. I'm not gonna click it, but I believe it's this one right here. But look how it only has 31 views right now. You will never find any of these videos if you were to search your well, the earth isn't flat. Ignore this dude. The earth isn't flat. This, get out of here with that bullshit. The scriptures tell us that the earth is a circle, but it also tells us we're not spinning. For the earth to be spinning, right, to make a full day cycle, it would have to travel faster than the speeding bullet. All right, the average bullet is around 342 meters per second square, and according to Esau, the earth is moving at around 400. Pardon me. The earth has to be spinning faster than the speed of sound, which is about 340 something meters per second square. And they're saying it's moving to, to make a 24-hour cycle is 400 and something meters per second square. So you see how you can use Esau's calculations, right, to disprove his theory. And there are videos out there that go into in-depth scientific experiments to prove it, man. But those videos have been shadow banned, right? Most our videos aren't shadow banned. This truth, honestly, you don't need to shadow ban it because it's already far-fetched. The stuff that we say, at least in the eyes of these people, I know when Palau was first telling me this, I was just like, what? it seems very far fetched. So it's like you don't really have to shadow ban it, because when you shadow ban something and somebody is using DuckDuckGo and they see your video, they feel like, oh man, this got to be the truth because it's hidden. But sometimes inaccuracies could be hidden, shadow banned. Like this flat Earth thing. A lot of flat Earth videos are shadow banned. So somebody got to be like, see, it's got to be it because it's shadow banned. And then whereas our videos won't be shadow banned per se, you could easily find us. But when you hear it, it's so far fetched, and the fact it's not shadow banned, you could just easily disregard it. All right. But concerning shadow banning, this is the book of Luke chapter 12 verse 2. Fuck yeah. Luke 12 and 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. So they're hiding a lot of videos, man, deleting a lot of channels. However, the truth always surfaces to the top. This is Psalms 85. The truth, let me just search it. It's in the book of Psalms. Truth, spring. Psalms 85 and 11. Truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from the heavens. So the truth is always going to pop up some way, somehow. You can't suppress it. Look how much brothers have come into truth since Abba Bivens, which is Elijah, since that time. That's because the truth has sprung into the earth. And when you want to get into certain topics, like scientific topics, and link it with the scriptures, a lot of times those videos will be shadow banned because the science of the scriptures contradict what Esau tells you. So I gave you one example of the fact that Earth is not spinning. Yeah, this one dude did an experiment, man. I saw it on the YouTube. It's been shadow banned, and it's simple. Like if the Earth was spinning, it would be impossible to make a man-made lake, right? Because the water would be spinning and creating spikes. It's easy how he did it. He did it with a fish tank, but it's like it's like common sense. Like, well, I guess common sense isn't common, but scriptural sense to us, right? There's another one I wanted to what else you could search up? The moon landing. Those videos have completely been shadow banned, man. Any type of video disproving that these devils went to the moon. Now, is it possible to send a machine to the moon? That's likely. All right, but human beings, no. Let's look it up. What's crazy about it is see, moon landing hoax. Because sometimes you want to get into these type of topics, you never know who you're going to deal with. Plus, there's a lot of interesting information. This documentary right here, Moon Landing Conspiracy Fact, I sent it to brothers. This thing was aired on national TV years ago, man. And now it's something that's being shadow banned on YouTube. If you type this in on your YouTube browser right now, Moon Landing Conspiracy Facts, you're not going to find it. It's been shadow banned, man. A lot of videos have been shadow banned. So this devil is trying to cover up all his lies. He's trying to cover up all his lies. There's one thing I was trying to search the other day too, and look how crafty Esau is. I was trying to search stuff on the Council of Foreign Relations, right? But you know what this devil did? He created a page called a Council. He created a page called a Council of Foreign Relations. He created a page called a Council of Foreign Relations. So anytime you type that in, it's only going to lead you to their YouTube page. You're not going to see all the wickedness. So Council of Foreign Relations. Let's type in. They might say Masons. Something like that. Something like Secret Society or some shit. See, Council of Foreign Relations Rothschilds. That could be a very interesting video that you will never find on YouTube. Even though it's on YouTube, it's definitely been shadow banned. Because I tried looking for those videos that used to be up there. You don't see them no more. When I do my shows going into, for example, I made a statement about the fact that ISIS is controlled by the Mossad, right? So let's type that in. ISIS is Mossad. By the way, Mossad is the Israeli Secret Service, their version of the CIA. See, ISIS, Mossad, CIA, a family affair. This video is loaded with information. But you're not gonna see it, you know. When I say ISIS is the CI is the Mossad, they broke down the initials that ISIS stands for Israeli. There it is Israeli Secret Intelligence Service. And this video is crazy because it goes into the fact that look, you have a different Wahhabi terrorist leaders are actually Mossad agents. Prime example is Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, which his real name is Shimon Elliott. Those videos are going to be completely suppressed. You know, when you bring out these facts and then boom, you link into scripture, it's a lot of information out there to learn, but you're not going to get it by just searching YouTube for face value. All right. You got to use this DuckDuckGo, right? You have to use this DuckDuckGo and and um and go through it, man. You know what I'm saying? Use a DuckDuckGo and go through it, and you'll see a lot of interesting videos on different topics that you might be going through. All right, that you want to get in depth, like you want to really know more about it, but it's what the society labels as conspiracy. You know, and we're moving more and more towards that totalitarian type of state, which is inevitable. This is the book of Amos, the 8th chapter and the 11th verse. Behold, the days cometh, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So there's going to come a time where, you know, the Most High, because this is all the Most High is doing at the end of the day, that these YouTube videos, you're not going to be able to find them. They could put a gridlock on the internet. All these shows are going to be gone. Now's the time to be doing this thing, man. I mean, now is really the time to be pushing it while it's still possible. Because there's going to come a time when this street speaking is going to be out the window. Internet videos are going to be out the window. And, you know, they're going to create a state of martial law. You see they're doing false drills. They not false drills. They're doing drills right now with this false mass hysteria bullshit coronavirus, man. I got everybody panicked. It's completely bullshit, man. The common flu has killed way more people this year than the coronavirus ever did even mention, all right? So you can see that, you know, there's different ways to use this coronavirus, whether it is to manipulate the stock prices. Recently they said Iran has the coronavirus. So, you know, they can use that as reason to get in Iran, use it as a reason as economical warfare against China. So there's the United States, with the power of with their media, is using that in many different ways. So save you thinking about a topic like that, right? You'll type in coronavirus, right? And then you say, let's say hoax or something like, you know, whatever, hoax or coronavirus hoax. You'll probably find a video of somebody how our social media platforms tackling, you know what I'm saying? So you'll see videos that will give you basically both sides of a story of any particular topic you're trying to go into. So that's the avenue that DuckDuckGo app. I use nothing else at this point, man, because when I search YouTube, I know everything is being shadow banned. I don't even waste my time. Coronavirus hoax, fake letter claims outbreak. I'll check that out after this video, man. But I hope brothers are edified. Look, we're at the end of this thing, and I hope, you know, brothers, you know, can use this app to you know, find more interesting videos on whatever topic they're trying to pursue. I thought I was gonna close with that, but one more scripture popped in my mind. And trust me, Esau, you don't have to shadow ban this truth. This truth, really, the Most High has his own shadow banning on this truth, because it is in the wide open, but it's been shadow banned from the 2/3 and the rest of this world. You know, it's been shadow banned from their minds to get this thing. So you could shadow ban it all you could hide it, you could do whatever. Just know that the elect will get it and the rest will be blinded. The rest will automatically be shadow banned, if you will. Romans 11:7. So this is the book of Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles. Now, Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, right? And who are the candles? Well, the book of Matthew, the 5th chapter, tells us that, if I'm quoting it correctly, uh, the passage correctly, it tells us that you're the light of the world. Now, that word there for world is cosmos, right? So he pulled his disciples into private, told them, "Look, you're the light unto the rest of the nation of Israel. You're the light unto the rest of Jerusalem. The prophets, the elect." It says, "And it shall come to pass that I will search Jerusalem with candles." So the Lord is searching our people now with these candles, right? With a beacon of light. We're putting together these videos and just to teach you so many different things, man. Life lessons, prophetic lessons. You can see this lesson right now, how to walk through the matrix, how to get information that's been hid. Just so many different things, man. Issuing out the law, statutes, commandments with these videos so Israel know right from wrong and the penalty of doing wrong. So, Jake is being searched right now with the prophets of the Heavenly Father. And punish the men that are settled on their lees. Yeah, so let's look up that word lees. Should be. So they got shamar, right? Lees, dregs, something preserved that is settling, plural, wine, lees. What I want to do is, let me get a common dictionary of that word lees. Go to dictionary, let's go to the Webster's dictionary. Type in lees. The grosser part of any liquor which have settled on the bottom of a vessel. So the dregs. Sediment as the lees of wine. Sediment from the fermentation. Okay, all right. So pretty much the dregs. All right. Now, what I want to do is look up that word lees again. Okay, because sometimes shamar also means watcher. So that's a shama. Let me see if is it. Okay, so it is from the Hebrew word shamar. It is from the Hebrew word shamar. Okay. I know shamar means to watch at the guard. There's many brothers in the camp named Shamar and Shamar, so on and so forth. So in this case, I guess it means the dregs, right? The dregs of the wine. And punish the men that are settled on their lees, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. Damn. So that's some niggas that's thinking that these prophecies ain't gonna come to pass. That's thinking like, look, the Most High ain't gonna act. There's a lot of people thinking that in Jerusalem, man. A lot of Israelites thinking that. Thinking the things that we're saying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not gonna come to pass. Let's go to the commentary real quick. Let's see. Let's go real quick to that lees part. What's this guy saying? So John Gill says, like wine on the lees, quiet and undisturbed, in a good outward estate and condition, abounding in wealth and riches and trusting therein, in which, oh yeah, okay, tranquility, makes sense. I think of leisure, I think of leisure right there. That makes sense. Yeah, lees, like this is a good part for us. Settled on their lees is an allusion to liquors which, not being poured out from vessel to vessel to refine them, grow thick and settled like the dregs, right? So men that have not known none or little changes, settle in security and fear no menaces. Okay, that makes pretty much, yeah. So that's those guys that are thinking that these prophecies ain't gonna pretty much come to pass. They're comfortable, nothing's happening for them. things are too slow for them, things is going really good in the world for them. So they just put this by them. That's like a majority of people in the world. That's the majority of Israelites, really. Especially if they got constellation on this side, forget about it. You know, but the scriptures is telling you, like, look, man, the Most High is gonna punish those one that has that mindset. But you know, the scripture that scripture popped to mind, but you know, with the way I remembered it, you know, kind of different to the topic at hand. So I'm gonna close out with a different scripture that's more with the topic of, you know, with this DuckDuckGo and searching things out, right? Go to Proverbs 25:2. All right, so Proverbs 25:2. It is the glory of the Most High to conceal a thing, but the honor of kings is to search out a matter, right? So if you have a matter or an issue or something, a topic you want to touch, boom, you know, you go to that DuckDuckGo app, because if you're on on a face value YouTube or a face value Google search engine, YouTube is owned by Google, so they also put the filter on Google. Things are being shadow banned on Google. But if you want to learn more about the information, of course, what you do is you get on this app, DuckDuckGo, and you're able to search the whole internet web to get, like, because that, for example, that coronavirus being fake thing, that's not on YouTube right there. That letter's on cbslocal.com, but I doubt you would find that if you was just to do a regular Google search, you know. All right, so with that, you know, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there, you Akim just Dakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. You got a new tool in your arsenal, man. I'm pretty sure right now, if you wasn't able to find something on YouTube and you go and find this, man, brothers can load up on information, man, and have scientific videos. And when you bump into these scientific videos, man, some of these are Edomites and some of these guys are Israelite foreigners that, you know, they believe in the scriptures, but they have the appearance of Edomites, so they, you know, they go into the college system, school system, books that, you know, the world esteem, and look and prove, use their methods to prove, like, look, man, the Bible is accurate scientifically. All right, with that, shalom.